Hello, I'm Becky Norton from the Spirit of 76 Museum here in Wellington, Ohio, and I'm joined by Jenny Arntz, the director of Main Street Wellington. Usually Jenny is the gal behind the camera, but she's joining me today because we're talking about
Connect to a Cause.
Connect to a Cause. And what is that, you may want to know? Jenny, you want to explain?
I will do my best.
All right.
So, Connect to a Cause is a 12-hour crowdfunding event that's taking place September 15th of 2022 from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. This will be the third time that this event has occurred, and it is coordinated and planned and promoted with the Community Foundation of Lorain County. And what it does is it helps nonprofits like the Museum and Main Street, and I believe they're up to over 70 nonprofits that are part of this event. It helps us raise money mainly for our endowments. And so we both have endowments.
We do, so I'll fight you for it, Jenny.
No, we try to collaborate.
We do, I just tease you, Jenny.
We do.
We have several endowments here in Wellington. We have the museum, we have Main Street, Herrick Memorial Library has an endowment, our Wellington Schools has an endowment.
I believe there's a few churches with endowments as well as the fire department. So
that's right, I forgot about the fire department endowment.
Not everybody is a part of Connect to a Cause, but we did want to just let everyone know what endowments are and how important they can be for our future and the community. But we're also going to try to take our little videos on the road and talk to Janet Hollingsworth with the library. We're hoping to talk with Amy Sword with the Wellington Schools. And who knows, maybe we'll get some more interviews. Never know where we might
end up. Maybe we'll get Chief Weatherby. We'll talk about the fire department.
That one will last about 3 hours.
Shh, don't tell me we said that. No, the endowments are a great thing. The money is put into a general fund, if I say this correctly, with the community foundation so that they can invest it. And then each endowment gets their interest that can be used each year for whatever it is that the organization needs. I know at Herrick Memorial Library they have summer programs and different things that their endowment money goes towards. We have things at the museum. If we're working on a particular project, we can use the endowment money for that.
So it is that money that you put into the endowment is never touched. So if you're ever thinking about leaving a legacy or just a gift that keeps on giving, we just receive that interest each year.
Correct.
And as it grows, obviously, as your endowment grows, your interest grows. And ours is not really huge, but it was really important last year with COVID. We did not have as many fundraisers, and we really needed some help with our operating funds. I think ideally, though, our hope is as our endowment grows, we would like to start offering a yearly facade grant out there for our businesses. That's ideally what we'd like to do. It's not written in stone, but it's working with the endowment. I know the library, their hope is to grow theirs. So the interest each year will completely pay for all summer programs.
And our endowment is not terribly old, and we usually take our interest and roll it over so that we can build up our endowment just a little bit. But the nice thing about Connect to a Cause is you don't have to do all of your giving on September 15th. You can send a check to, like, say, Jenny, or you could send one to the museum for us, and then we would take it to the community foundation so that we get credit for it, because they do keep track of how many donations are in by the 15th or on the 15th. Correct?
Right. And the bulk of the giving, they have this great online platform. And so say you had, which is tough these days, that you had an extra $100 and you wanted to put that towards a good cause, you can go through this grant catalog and read all about all these different causes. The Community Foundation, their tagline is connecting people that care with causes that matter.
Now, if I were going to do that, Jenny, on my computer, would I look up Community Foundation or do I look up Connect to a Cause?
That is a good question. You probably can do both, but I know as it gets a little closer, we are going to have links on both of our websites. It's probably going to be everywhere on social media. If you do, however, want to learn a little bit more about endowments, if you go to mainstreetwellington.org, and at the top we do have endowment. I have a couple slides that are from the Community Foundation, and there's even a link to a webinar that was with the Community Foundation just to talk about how important endowments are and a little bit about Connect to a Cause. So this is kind of just an introduction.
Right.
Thank you to all the people who have given in the past.
Yes.
We definitely would really love it if you give to the museum or Main Street, but there are, like I said, over 70 great nonprofits in Lorain County that
And the great
really
thing
help.
is if there are 2 or 3 different nonprofits that you're interested in and they are a part of Connect to a Cause, you can give to each one by looking up that particular charity, if you want to say, or nonprofit, and then you can give however much you want to do and then pay it all at the end to the Community Foundation.
So I guess the hook is with Connect to a Cause, why you want to give on that day is they reward everyone with extra money. There are some corporate sponsors who have given money, and so in a nutshell, I'm not the greatest at math, but let's say they had $10,000 extra, then based on the percentage of what all of those nonprofits raised, they would get a tiny little piece of that. So in a sense, if you give on Connect to a Cause Day between that 12 hours, your money goes further.
Right. So this is the introduction that we wanted to alert you that Connect to a Cause was coming up, and maybe start thinking a little bit about it. And then Jenny and I are going on the road, or down the sidewalk, I guess, and talk to some of the other nonprofits so that you can see where this money will be going and the needs that the different nonprofits have.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Jenny.